we public now. Greetings, loves. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I get off work, go do some late grocery shopping where I had to work again, bag my own stuff, and put it in the car. Then I gotta take it out, put it away after I carry it in. I mean, that's just too much. I just got to the point. I started messing with the people, the ones that stand there and watch you do what they used to do. I said, you see me working, don't you? You see me working? Okay. I want my paycheck. I want my paycheck. When I put in for my pay, I want my pay. Got halfway through. I said, boss, I'm tired. Can I take a 30-minute break? For some reason, she thought I was joking. I was not joking. Baby, I wanted to leave those groceries right there. But they weren't for me. They aren't for me. So here we are. And I guess I'm on my 30-minute break. So, I go on YouTube and I see Wendy Williams all over the place. And so, y'all want to say Wendy Williams. Mm. Houseway. How are y'all going to do that? How are y'all going to do that? Y'all really do trip me out. Y'all really do trip me out. Y'all gonna save Wendy Williams. Wendy Messy Williams. The founder of Tasha K. The founder of The T. Not any channels called The T, but just the whole thing about The T. That's the founder, Wendy Williams. The whole gossiping, digging out people's business and all that kind of stuff is popularized now. And you know what I'll say? It's not quite as nasty because it's popularized as it ever was with Wendy. She was the lowest of the low. Mm. She was the lowest of the low. I guess the only thing lower than her was like the tabloids, like the Inquirer, the Star magazine, those magazines that used to be at the checkout counter that were full of lies. Yeah. Now Wendy, I'll say I believe she was telling the truth most of the time, when she had her show. But just taking joy out of airing out the dirtiest secrets of people, and especially concerning their marriages, Wendy was very messy. And for some reason, y'all fell in love with her for that. People would show up to her shows and stuff. And I'm just like, she was messy. She had people wanting to rip her new one. But it seemed like they would always end up on her show to market themselves and to maybe redeem themselves in the public eye from that tea she was spilling. It's a dirty game all the way around in that world. It really is. But that is a woman who didn't care about nobody else. She didn't care about what she was doing to now family and now household by airing out all the messiness. She never cared. Y'all make sure you hit the like, make sure you share. Make sure if you are not subscribed that you go ahead and subscribe. And make sure your notifications are on. Wendy was on Breakfast Club, and it sounds like she wants us to do something about her situation. Wendy's situation ain't none of our business, but y'all seem to think it's your business. And y'all seem to be outraged about what's happening to Wendy. I don't understand why. First of all, y'all don't know anything about that woman's business and how she ended up where she is. And it sounds like it's cruel and mean, but that's because y'all are in love with Wendy, and that's how she's making it sound. But you know, anybody in their right mind who can understand where they are gonna sound like that, if not worse. Because who wants to be in a facility with limited say so over anything concerning yourself? Well, first of all, being under guardianship, that's pretty much how that goes. Yeah. But being under guardianship and you have a lot of issues and you've displayed it in the past multiple times that you can be an issue yourself all by your lonely, yeah, of course. She's gonna be in a conservatorship. But how does she get in the conservatorship? And who is the chick that has her in the conservatorship? Like, where does she come from? How does she qualify to be uh, her guardian? That's, I don't hear Wendy talking about that. Because if I were y'all, I would demand that first and foremost. But y'all aren't doing that. It's weird. It's weird. Y'all do some of the most weird stuff. And then you still want people to respect you. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Either y'all didn't know Wendy all this time, or y'all don't listen to what she's been doing all this time, or y'all just looking right past that because you like to be entertained by Wendy and what she's talking about, the tea she be spilling, and the way she sips her tea. You gotta be. Because why else? Why else? Hmm? It's real weird to sit up here and act like this woman doesn't have several issues, even outside of her addictions, alleged addictions. That can definitely cause her to be booted, especially over what's the name of the chick of what group? Was it Escape? I think it was. Yeah, it's one of them. To try to make it seem like what? Make it seem like what? Like she's of sound mind and body? I mean, she held a conversation up pretty good on the Breakfast Club, but what do we know about what she went through to get her voice to sound like somewhat decency, like decent income to be able to be compared to what her speaking voice should be like and how well she can hold a conversation. Let's not act like we ain't seen Wendy run around here looking, acting kind of weird the past few or so years. Why y'all trying to interfere in this woman's seemingly karma? I just, it's odd. Y'all are telling people to mm, remove or have this young man remove himself, his head, his hands. I don't understand none of half of the stuff that y'all be calling yourself doing out here. Y'all harping mad over Wendy Scumbag Williams after she done put in years and years and years and years of that work. Years and years and years of that work. Mm. mm, mm. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Who is this woman that has her in a conservatorship? We don't know. Sounds like she don't know. Who else supposed to know? That can tell us. That's supposed to tell us. Well, when I say us, I don't mean everybody. I mean people that legally are required to be dealing with her and her situations. Hmm? No code for the. No, I can't see that. Can't see that. Check your email. Check your email for the code. Cause y'all sure need one. Listen, Linda. Y'all don't know Wendy Williams' business, but you do have a list of what I believe is only some of her diagnoses. And, I get it. She's been pretty much running her own life for psh, a long time. A long time. So to be what it sounds like totally out of control of what happens in her own life and having to live around a bunch of people who may be quite older, who, listen, I understand all that. However, she's getting older and she has diagnoses that affects her in certain ways to where somebody and they judge decided that that's the better place for her. That door, that fabric, that hat, not even really important. Not even really important. What's important is what's going on with Kim and her husband. What's going on with Kim and her husband? What's going on with what's going on? What's going on? I ask you what's going on. Y'all want to save Wendy Williams. And you don't know nothing about what's going on with this child, how she get there, why is she there. But you don't stop and ask yourself for a second, maybe she needs to be under somebody's care. You know, maybe she literally needs to have the guardian that she has. Because it's apparent that for a long time, Wendy Williams has been um, medically and mentally, because of medically, spiraling out of control, declining. Y'all act like she hasn't been. And the niece, it's like, okay, but where you been? Where you been? Because if she was all up in it like that and concerned like that, wouldn't she be one of the first ones to take over and have that discussion with Wendy long before Wendy would be incapable of doing it? Wendy was pretty much out her doggone mind throughout that documentary. So y'all watched that and watched all these other clips and videos that have been showing her throughout the years not doing too well. And you still think that she's supposed to be set free? Who will want to live in a facility, especially in a controlled environment, especially with a lot of elderly people and people who have mental and physical ailments and need assistance living in life. But that also includes her. She just don't want to admit it, or she doesn't realize it, and she can't admit it because she don't realize it. Do y'all remember that in that documentary, Wendy with sparkles all in her beady and exaggerated eyes? Although she did say it was attributed to her medical issue, and I didn't look it up, but she was saying she's either going to or want to be queen again. And I assumed she meant like queen of the tea sippers community, queen of the gossip column, community, whatever you want to call it, that a lot of us enjoy from time to time, or all the time, or religiously. How is she gonna do that? She has conditions that puts her in the category to where, no, homegirl, you can't work like that. You can't work like that no more. Your situation is too bad. Your situation is too bad. She's not capable of running herself as a business like she has been for a while. That Statue of Liberty pass out was, it turned around to be a good thing for her so far. It sure wasn't good when she kept getting these calls. My thing is, why haven't she addressed that a long time ago? I see y'all referring to my husband as a she when she cracked her door and said it. And people try to dismiss that. Oh, she wants to make sure she get it right. She's saying it, is it Pandora? Yeah. Okay, that's not working. Weird energy with those two. Weird energy. So Charlemagne the God is saying Wendy is not this and that and the third. He's not even around Wendy long enough to even know that. And it can be seen on her that she's probably not in a state to where she can just be running around here doing things on her own. Um, because she'll mess around and get herself in some trouble. Some Bernie Mac trouble. Okay? Real trouble. I can just see her telling things that she ain't supposed to be telling. Yeah. Nah. Come on now. They looking for it. They gonna give it that one last heave ho. And if we don't have it after that, then you still have those options I told you about. Yes, it's more than one, and whatever else you're thinking about, then you just ask the question because it's probably yes to that too. But it's a hard no for y'all thinking y'all gonna save Wendy and you don't even know what's going on. You only know what you're being told by one side. And of course, they have to remain professional. Mm. You can't just save Wendy Williams. No. Y'all don't know nothing about that situation and nothing was going on. But what you do know is what she's admitted to being diagnosed with. And you probably don't know anything about how that goes with the person. Just know what's been sat on that counter for you. That's it. But okay. Okay. Nah, man. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I don't know who you came over here to beef with, but I'm not reading that. You on your own with that. Y'all can take that to somebody else's chat that should be open, but not here. Mm-mm. Nah, that's not gonna work, y'all. That's not gonna work. Y'all be giving off such weird energy, I swear. Because the people y'all need to stand up to and stand up against, you don't do it, but you come out here and find a way to make this girl go out here and buy this lemonade so I can guzzle it down and then turn around and say, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Basically. Allegedly. Mm-mm. I'm just gonna go ahead and yawn on that. No sir, no ma'am. No sir, no ma'am. No. Y'all need to sit this one out. Ain't that what some of y'all saying about what's the case with the black guy and the Allison and Twitch. Allison and Twitch. And a lot of women that said, black women, we gonna sit this one out. Y'all need to sit this one out too. Okay? Because if this is what Wendy is supposed to go through, it's what she's supposed to go through. And even without that karma talk or whatever you want to call it, y'all can't, first of all, y'all can't sit up here and tell me that Wendy didn't have a whole lot coming to her. She put that work in faithfully for years. For years and years and years. She did dirt on top of dirt on top of dirt on top of dirt McGirt. Okay? She earned every last bit of everything y'all trying to stop her from going through. But secondly, that's her condition. She got to be taken care of. She got to be, it was hard to get that box open. So, listen, if her family and her could not get together earlier on in the stages of her diseases and set up something to where they could take over caring for her and handling her money, or even hire somebody to do either or both, then that ball was dropped. Now, I can see Wendy being in denial up until it just couldn't be denied no more. I can see that, especially after the documentary and she talking about she want to be queen again. Like, she didn't understand it was over for her. Been over, and there's no chance she will be, her words, definitely not mine, queen again. As if, no, working days are over with for her. Over with. Y'all talking about free her, petition for her to do what? Come stay with you? You gonna take care of her? I don't get it. And y'all don't even know who this lady is or how she was able to get a conservatorship and guardianship over freaking, I don't even know, Wendy Williams' husband. I just don't get it. I don't understand the logic. I understand the lack thereof, but I don't understand the logic. I don't. Tiny bag of potato chips. Tiny bag. office party tomorrow. Too bad y'all not gonna be there. Mm, mm. Too bad y'all not gonna be there, but you're not. You're not. You need to go sit down somewhere. Hollering over Wendy like she was a decent person. No sir, no ma'am. No sir, no ma'am. Wendy went above and beyond being a habitual line stepper. Above and beyond like Buzz Lightyear. Mm-mm. Wendy can't just be out here walking around and wandering, being forgetful, and letting the dementia. Dementia is one of the nastiest ways to exit. And you don't live with it for years and years and years. It takes you down and out pretty doggone fast. Mm-hmm. But riddle me this before I go. First of all, before you riddle me this, Wendy wanted to do that documentary. She said it and others said it. But it wasn't giving what she wanted it to give. When she saw what everybody was saying about that documentary and realized it wasn't giving what she had hoped it to give, now she got a problem with the documentary. The documentary that she wanted to do about her life. She who walks behind the rose, so I guess. I don't know. Free Wendy Williams. How about free you? Free us from this crazy government. The government. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from them. Something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. Free Wendy Williams. Y'all better do some research, huh? On Wendy. You better hit that like button too. But I'm out of here because YouTube sucks. I'm going to go over here on TikTok. I'm going to go on TikTok, make me some money real quick. Poor Wendy Williams. Everybody feels sorry for Wendy. If I didn't know y'all was robots before, I know it now, boy. I know it now. Bye.